Just picture this for a second. 6 months from now, you are holding your very first profitable product. Something you found, you imported, and you sold, all by yourself. You know, that feeling? It's just unmatched. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the 10 best starter products to help you get that feeling in 2026.
But first, we gotta talk about the elephant in the room. The truth is, most beginners never actually get there. They get super excited, they put in all the effort, but then something goes wrong. So what is it? What's the one big hurdle that trips up so many people when they're just starting out?
And here it is. This is the critical piece of the puzzle. It's almost never about being lazy or not having enough passion. It's about strategy. New importers often fail simply because they chase the hype instead of the data, and it all boils down to picking the wrong product from day one.
But here's the really good news. If you're smart about your product choice, you can tap into what is basically an unfair advantage. See, China isn't just the world's factory anymore. For a savvy importer like you, it's a genuine goldmine of opportunity, especially as we head into 2026.
This advantage really comes down to 3 key things. First up, you've got unmatched variety. I mean, you can find and customize almost anything you can dream of, which lets you create something truly unique. Second, the speed is just incredible, getting your product from idea to market faster than ever. And third, and this is huge, massive scalability. You can start with a tiny little test order and then scale up to thousands of units as you grow. That gives you a powerful, low-risk edge.
So now that you see why China is such a powerful place to start, the real question is, what products should you actually start with? Well, I've narrowed it down to the 10 best beginner-friendly, high-margin products that are proven winners. Let's dive into the first 5.
First on the list, wireless earbuds. Yeah, we see them everywhere, right? But here's why they are absolutely perfect for beginners. They are incredibly small and lightweight, which makes them super cheap to ship. And that means you can get your foot in the door with a really tiny budget.
And just look at that combo. A low shipping cost combined with a really high perceived value. That mix gives you a potential profit margin of 35 to 80%. Now, the expert tip here is absolutely crucial. Keep your first order small, test out your branding, and make sure you get the proper safety certifications like FCC and ROHS. Those are basically safety stamps for electronics, and they are essential for building trust with your customers.
Next up, number 2, phone cases and screen protectors. These are so simple, they're tiny, and let's be honest, almost everyone on the planet needs one. They cost next to nothing per unit, which means you can start testing a bunch of different designs right away without a huge investment.
I mean, this just shows you the potential of a simple product. The demand never stops, and the margins can be enormous. We're talking up to 120%. The key here is to start with cases for the most popular phone models, test a few really eye-catching designs, and then just double down on the styles that sell the best. Finding a cool niche aesthetic, like minimalist or floral or rugged, that can really help you stand out.
All right, product number 3 is a total classic. USB-C cables and adapters. These are just everyday essentials. What's so great about these is the repeat buying potential. You're not just making one sale, you're building a customer base that's going to come back to you when they need another cable for their car, their office, or, when they lose one.
Coming in at number 4, we've got LED strip lights. And you know what I'm talking about, those awesome ambient lighting setups for homes, offices, gaming stations. They're super popular, and you've got multiple ways to sell them. You could sell directly to people for their homes, or you can sell in bulk to businesses like interior designers. See, you're not just selling lights, you're selling an atmosphere, and that's what people are really buying.
Okay, now for product number 5, silicone kitchenware. We're talking baking mats, molds, spatulas, that kind of thing. This category is amazing for beginners because it plugs right into 2 massive trends, the demand for eco-friendly products and the huge home cooking boom.
These items are really durable, they're cheap to make, and the margins can be fantastic, even reaching up to 100%. But listen, safety is absolutely non-negotiable here. You must make sure your supplier provides food contact safety certificates like from the FDA or the EU. This isn't just red tape, you guys. It's about your customer safety and your brand's reputation for the long haul.
All right, we're halfway there, and you're probably starting to see the pattern, right? Small, high demand, and easy to brand. So let's keep the momentum going and jump into the second half of the list, products 6 through 10.
Kicking off the second half, we have resistance bands and other small fitness gear. These are perfect for the home workout crowd. Beginners love them because 1, they're incredibly lightweight, which means low shipping costs, and 2, they are so easy to private label. You can get your own brand logo and packaging on them right from the very beginning.
Now, pay close attention to the expert tip here. With margins up to 110%, the secret isn't just selling the gear itself, it's selling the feeling of progress. Bundle different resistance levels into kits, create a brand that's all about celebrating those daily wins, and suddenly your marketing isn't about rubber bands anymore. It's about helping people hit their fitness goals.
At number 7, we've got pet toys and accessories. Honestly, this is such a quick win because you're tapping into the booming pet economy. This is one of those special niches where customers, or as we call them, pet parents, genuinely enjoy spending more and more money every single year. Just focus on fun, durable, unique designs, and you'll build a super loyal customer base.
Number 8 is bamboo toothbrushes. Now think about this for a second. You use a toothbrush every single day. Imagine turning that simple habit into a business that's good for your customers and for the planet. People replace them every few months, which makes them absolutely perfect for a subscription model.
And that right there shows you the power of this little niche. When you brand it correctly, especially if you offer a convenient subscription, the profit margin on a simple bamboo toothbrush can reach an incredible 150%. That is massive potential from such a small, everyday item.
Sticking with that eco-friendly theme, at number 9, we have reusable steel straws. These are the perfect impulse buy. As more and more places ban single-use plastics, the demand for these just keeps on growing. They're tiny, they're cheap to ship, and they let customers make a purchase that feels good, that aligns with their values.
And finally, our last product, number 10, smart plugs. This is your simple, low-risk ticket into the booming smart home trend. My advice? Stick to the basic, reliable plugs to avoid any big certification headaches. It's the perfect way to get into a high-tech market without overcomplicating things for yourself right at the start.
So there you have it, 10 low-risk, high-demand, beginner-friendly products. But look, a list is just a list if you don't have a plan, right? So how do you put all this together and actually make it happen? Well, here is a simple 4-step formula for your success.
This right here, this is your new mantra. First, just pick one product from this list that really resonates with you. Second, and I really want you to hear this, start small. Order just a few dozen units to test the waters. Third, test your brand. See what packaging, what story, what colors actually connect with people. And finally, once you see what's working, you scale what sells. It really is that simple.
So there you have it. The path forward is actually pretty clear. Every single big business you can think of started with one small step. So my question for you is, which of these products is going to be your first step? Think about it, pick one, and start today. Let's make 2026 your year.